Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to some more Persona 5 Royale. My dumb butt forgot to wait a little bit just to make sure it loads, whatever. It's fine. Still, to think that I'd be already over 100 into this, and now it's just honestly, I've like no words like to like express honestly how I feel about this, but I guess something that I could say real quick, like I have over 100 episodes of this. This is one of my favorite games in the world. I mean, if you were to combine like everything that I did, like all my other ones, was like I still didn't even have like 100 videos. Like I had like a little over 20 Bloodborne stuff, like 20 something Dragon's Dogma, 10 or so Castle Crashers videos, and granted I enjoyed all those games, I enjoyed playing all those games, but Persona, like I have over 100 episodes on. And they're all like about an hour, as close to an hour. One's almost even 2 hours long. And it's insane, really, to think about. But anyways, before I waste too much time.
Hey.
Do I want to do that? Sure, I'll check out Shady Commodities, why not? Welcome to the alluring world of Tanaka's Shady Commodities. This site uses text-to-speech for an easy-to-understand shopping experience. So, using Shady Commodities, you can obtain rare and unusual items through Shady Commodities. Purchases will be delivered in a few days. You can only order one package at a time. More products will be available from Shady Commodities as you purchase more items. Try investing and see what valuables are stocked in the future. So forget any silly doubts or skepticism you might have and just sign up now. This site is incredibly shady, so are you gonna sign up? Is it a good idea to use your real name on a site like this? I'll use Joker. Your codename, man. That's a good idea. Welcome. This is Tanaka's Shady Commodities. Mr. Joker, you've opened the door to possibilities that normal people can only dream of. Now, you can find all the rare items you could possibly want. Alright. A hand mirror that... So far, you've spent a total of 34,000 yen. Good news, Mr. Joker. Why, you've already spent over 10,000 yen. Your member rank is now black. Now you can purchase all of our black tier products. Your order will arrive soon. We understand your excitement, but we ask for your patience. We hope to see you again soon. Oh wow, that doesn't take any time at all? Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Honestly, this is a little overkill, but whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little overkill, but
Nice.
don't worry about the fact that I've made like over 80 lockpicks when I'm about to get the infinite pick. Yeah, it's fine.
I've reconsidered my opinion of you, inmate. The look on your face seems to be that of a man who has accomplished a great deed.
To think you would use the trap set against you to entrap them. I've never seen a dramatic resurgence such as that. Truly marvelous. Those are the only words I can think of to describe you.
Don't I get any rewards?
Well then, if there is another opportunity, I shall present them at that time. You've even overcome a mysterious misfortune. There should be no one left to hinder your rehabilitation. Your rehabilitation will be completed shortly. That is, if everything goes well, without any problems.
Damn. How many times have I had this dream? Or could it be that it's not a dream at all? My memories aren't any closer to coming back to me. But might there be something I'm supposed to remember? Oh.
I am sorry if you heard any...
If I'm really not human...
Like, I'm sorry if you heard, like, a smacking sound, whatever. I just killed a bug on my wall, and I'm sorry, like, killing the mood of this. I had to clean it up,
And
so...
if the truth of that comes to pass down in the depths of mementos, could it be that I'll... Ugh.
Don't worry, Makana, I will love you no matter what. Although the popularity went up to 10%. So now that I did that, yeah, it's literally just whoever I want to hang out with. There's plans, I mean, if there's anything you need, I'll be waiting. Alright, I'll go hang out with Haru. Nobody should have mental shutdowns anymore, yes? That aside, what brings you to this rooftop, Falcon? Literally, you invited me, but sure, I came to see you. I need to speak to her, whatever. Hang out with her. Alright. Oh, I should have read some of that, but whatever. I looked into Takakura-san, but I didn't manage to find very much beyond those initial rumors. Several people I asked said that he often complained about my father, but just as many seem to say the exact opposite. One side has to be deceiving me, correct? I'm honestly suspicious of everyone at this point. Trust who you want to trust. Somebody's telling the truth. Trust nobody. I mean, trust who you want to trust. I really do want to trust Takakura-san, but I just don't know if I can. I suppose I'll need to learn the truth of the matter myself.
To be honest,
Takakura-san has been pushing the marriage particularly hard lately. He says it will help provide vital backup for myself and Nakamura Foods, both in public and private. He's even started asking Sugimura-san into important company meetings. We have a contract. Does this mean it's already too late? Is marrying him my only option? Though, now that I think about it, that may be my best chance to help the employees my father left behind. There has to be another way. You're right. Perhaps I shouldn't give up so easily. Either way, graduation is quickly approaching. I'll need to decide my course of action soon enough. You know, before you came along, I hadn't even considered not going through with this marriage. I believe I would simply marry the man my father had chosen and let the rest of my life pass me by. I wonder what would have happened if my father didn't have a palace. Would I have just resigned myself to the fate he had made for me? I don't think so.
Thank you.
Thank you. You always know how to make me feel better. Honestly though, things would have been far worse for me if I hadn't joined the Phantom Thieves. Plus, I would never have had anyone to talk to like this. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, please tell me. I want to help you as much as I can. I can sense Haru's trust in me. The bumper crop increases the total vegetable yield for a single harvest. Cool.
Alright.
I hope someday I can just look out at the sea with a nice cup of coffee and forget about all this. And I hope you'll be there with me, Lilkun. We can forego the elephants though. Don't worry.
Now, shall we return home?
Well then, shall we go home and whatever? She already said that, but that's fine. Hello, this is Littlecoon, right? I wanted to apologize for all the weird stuff I said earlier. You know how I talked about how things would have been if I hadn't joined the Phantom Thieves? Once I started to imagine that again, this powerful fear came flooding back. We're all here for you. It's true, thank you. It's always when I'm alone that the doubt creeps in. And so I'm indebted to you once again. I'll have to work hard so I can repay you. Sorry if I worried you. Okay, see you. Alright, and what to do at nighttime? I think nighttime would be probably... No, I'm an idiot.
You're back.
I almost forgot what I was gonna do. Anyways, it's finally all over. All that's left now is to wait and see the results. Everyone will surely understand when they see Shido after he had a change of heart. You better apologize to national TV. To be honest, this excitement makes me somewhat anxious. That's completely understandable. Nobody else understands his true nature yet, after all. People will get it right. I'm sure they will. Yeah, they can't be that dumb. All we can do now is wait. Have them go. Okay, so there's no crossword puzzle. If you have time, can you help me prepare dinner? Cool.
Alright then.
I'm wicked full. How was the curry, Futaba? Delicious. I'm gonna be dreaming of that stuff tonight. Did it taste the same as you remembered it? Yep, I feel like a dummy for not wanting to eat it back when I was depressed about my mom.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, the first episode of this brand new anime I want to watch is airing tonight. I'm out of here. Eyes in front when you walk, okay? No spacing out. You ran head first into a pole last time you went for a walk. Well, you stubbed your toe on the dresser the other day. Oh crap, it's gonna start making like a leaf and script. Bye. She thought it was delicious. And what about you? I think I'm addicted. Really? I guess you have pretty good taste if you can understand how incredible that curry is. Now then, there's something I should probably tell you. Here, take a seat. I'll pour you some coffee.
Yeah.
Remember how I said the recipe for this curry was developed by a scientific genius? Well, you might have realized by now, but that genius was Futaba's mother, Wakaba. In other words, that curry is one of the last remaining connections Futaba has to her mom. I first met Wakaba back when I was doing work for the government. She was real trouble, let me tell you. Logic prevailed over emotion for her, and she had an intricate knowledge of the human mind. I thought my pickup lines were the best in town, but not a single one worked for her. She was like or was she like Futaba? You could say that. It was never clear what she was thinking, so I had a hard time trying to keep up with her. Men are idiots, though. We spend our time chasing after things we can't get. Wakaba rejected me time and time again, but there was one instance I managed to surprise her, and that was when I gave her a plate of my homemade curry. The very next day, she came asking all about the ingredients and what goes into the cooking process. Then, just a few days later, she handed me a scientifically enhanced version of my recipe. It was incredible. She had used my curry as the basis, but it was miles better than anything I made. Curry was Wakaba's specialty from then on. Naturally, Futaba grew to love it in no time as well. But then, after Wakaba's accident, Futaba stopped eating it entirely. The flavor would make her remember the pain. I've heard even smells can bring back memories too, but that curry was the only point of connection I had with Futaba. That's why, when I took her in, I vowed to keep this recipe alive until she could eat it again. It really paid off in the end. Yeah, it felt like a huge weight was lifted off my shoulders when she said it was delicious. The whole idea of pairing the curry with a nice brew is thanks to Wakaba's refinement too. Despite how introverted she seemed, she was extraordinarily perceptive of the people around her. I never even told her about my love for of coffee. She figured it out just from looking at me. That was when I realized she was totally out of my league. Not like I really stood a chance to begin with, though. She already had Futaba by then, after all. This might seem like any old curry to most people, but there are tons of emotions crammed inside, so make sure you keep the tradition going. I feel like my bond with Sojiro is growing deeper.
Alright.
Rank 5. Alright, that's enough of this for tonight. Things are getting downright sappy in here. Futaba's waiting for me at home too, so I should probably be heading back. Make sure you clean up before you go to bed. I already maxed out my kindness, but you know what, it's fine. Actually, it's funny, this is the first time I had, all max stats before New Game Plus, because in the original game, I think knowledge was the only thing I had to finish, and it was at level 4, and everything else I had maxed out. So, anyways, hey, it's me. You finished cleaning up? Futaba's still watching anime. As long as she's in a good mood, though, I don't mind it. Seeing her so happy now makes me glad that I kept Wakaba's curry alive. It's only a problem when she asks for it 3 times a day. Sounds good to me. Don't you start on that. You gotta think about balanced nutrition, all that stuff. Anyways, I gotta be strict with her. She needs to eat balanced meals so she gets vitamins that curry can't give her. But man, the expression of Futaba's face when she took a bite of that curry. Forget it. Maybe I'll have to stick with curry as the staple, but I can sneak in some veggies here and there. Guess cooking really can be a labor of love. Ah, crap, I talk too much. See you later, I guess. I could have said the balance thing or whatever. But that's whatever. This might be the first time I actually care about an election. Isn't she cool?
How about you?
A charismatic politician can make even apathetic young people excited. Not only does Mr. Shido have good judgment and decisiveness, he has important qualities as leader, like communication skills. Don't you think his words are easy to understand? Don't his speeches resonate with you? Everyone's getting tricked by his facade. They don't know it's all lies. Well, we've done all we can. It's aggravating, but all we can do is wait. You free? I mean, another thing I could do is, like, I could just train... Actually,
you
might
wanna
as
do
well.
it? Yes!
Train day, and if Sojiro doesn't want to, hang out, then I'll train at night as well.
Now, let's carry out our plan. Yep.
Ignore my heaviness, the weight is all on your mind. This is more fun than I thought. Good job, let's keep up the hard work.
Nice going!
Seems you gained some strength.
All right.
Actually, I remembered, I actually did training so much to the point that I had like over 700 health by the end of all of it. It was pretty ridiculous.
All right.
Well then.
Like said though, if Sojiro doesn't want to hang out, as much as I would hang out with the other ones. You have the face of a man who's done his job. I'm glad you're safe. Okay, well. I mean, I know I can make curry, make coffee, make whatever, but...
Oh, you wanna do it? Yes!
I need to get more imported,
Now, let's carry out our plan.
imported protein.
Yep. Nice going.
Because the
All right.
imported protein gives me like 10 extra
All right.
HP at
Well
the end of it, instead of me just getting one every time. Sorry, December. This sure has been one rough year. What's was that strange broadcast hijack? I had thought the Phantom Thieves were done for. Messiah Yoshishida will save us. This country will prosper under his leadership and administration. Or whatever. Anyways, yes, I can't help but get my hopes up. Next year is looking good.
I should have known.
Even after all we've exposed, they're still so blind. It seems we must have Shido confess himself.
Hey!
Oh, there is mementos too. Ooh. Do you know any good specialty books on coffee? There isn't anything as detailed as I'd like at the local bookstore. I suppose when it comes to books, my first thought is probably Shinbuku. Would it be alright if you help me look there? I know this isn't an easy time for you, but that might be exactly why you should come do this. Thank you. I'm sure I'll find a great book if I look with you. Well, let's meet in Shinjuku and head over there. Or in Shinjuku. I see, so there are 8 different ways to roast coffee beans. Apparently the light roast is the most acidic. It says here that the type of roast you want should differ depending on how you want to drink coffee. Can you make some for me? I'd rather not. I don't think I could ever hope to match the intense depth of Sakura-san's coffee.
To be honest,
You know, Okomura Foods didn't start out as a burger chain. Originally, it was nothing more than a small cafe run by my grandfather. That particular shop closed before I was old enough to appreciate the finer intricacies of coffee. But that's where the real origin of our family business lies. I'm surprised. Yes, after all, everyone knows the company for its burgers. At any rate, after my grandfather passed, the company shut down the cafe due to its steady loss of revenue. He had never cared about turning a profit though. His only goal was to make people happy. He built a strong community around the cafe. He'd even give out free meals to those who couldn't afford it. Then the day it closed, people lined up for blocks to give flowers. They really loved that place.
but
I wonder how many people would line up for Big Bang Burger if it suddenly went out of business. I know we need to do well to keep our employees paid, but I can't help but think we've lost something important. I mean, Takakura-san seems to only be focused on profits. At this rate, we'll never lose our black image. Black like coffee?
huh?
Oh, I get it. You're so funny, little coon. You were trying to cheer me up, weren't you? Thanks for that. I think what I really need is to get stronger. I mean, I can act tough in front of my employees, but you know how weak I am inside.
And
I have a plan though. Before I can really determine who I trust, I first need to know what it means to have others trust in me. So I'm going to get stronger, strong enough for you and the others to rely on me. I guess that's a strong resolve from Haru. Boop. Rank 6. Harrison Recovery. Chance to cure status ailments inflicted upon party members.
Alright.
But how am I supposed to gain the trust of my employees? I'm not great at public speaking, and even just giving my opinion makes me a little nervous. Haru. This is Sakumura-san. What are you doing here? I was just heading home from a business engagement when I saw you from my car window. Do I know you from somewhere? You're one of those brats from before. This is a friend from school. He's helping me look for some books today. Anyway, we should be getting back to our shopping. Please excuse us. Hold on, Haru. You think you can go on a date with another man and leave your fiancé in the dust? You are not my fiancé. I already said I'm not going to marry you. Oh yeah? And what about the contract I made with your father? Father is no longer here. Besides, marriage is something you go into with your own free will. A contract can never hold the same weight. Are you sure about that? Think about the reparation clause or whatever. If you back out of the deal now, you will lose everything you own. Okomura Foods, your estate. Even so, And what about your employees? Are you really willing to put their jobs on the line for the sake of your selfishness? Besides, this marriage is exactly what Okomura Foods needs right now. My father would have no trouble managing your shares or sweeping away your company's tarnished image. That reminds me, did Takakura-san tell you about the wedding hall? He got us the Phoenix Wing at the Wilton. What? He made a provisional reservation for 10 days this coming spring. After all, the sooner the better. Wait a minute. We'll have to look into our guest schedules as well. There'll be over 300 of them, you know. Takakura-san can handle Okomura Foods. In the meantime, why don't you go stop by the gym or something, Haru? I mean, if you have time to mess around with this punk, you damn well have time to get a little thinner. I'm out of here. Wow, that is very dick move. I'm sorry about that. You don't need to apologize. You're not wrong about that. He has everything. Fame, intelligence, etiquette. The only thing he needs now is a wife he can control, and I guess I'm the perfect target. He's going to get Gormar Foods as well as my entire inheritance, and I'm totally powerless against him. You're not powerless. Oh, sorry, I practically forced you to say that, but thank you. Anyway, I hope I can share with you again some other time. For today, though, I'm rather tired. Would it be okay if we parted here?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh, I'm sorry for the sudden call again. The thing is, Sugumura-san reached out to me again after we saw him. I'd rather not talk to him, but I couldn't stand him using the company to threaten me, and even speaking badly of you. The negativity felt so painful, too much to handle alone, and before I knew it, I was already calling you. Like in the movies, right? I wish I could, but with the contract on my mind, there's no way I could run from this. How frustrating. I can't just let them keep manipulating me like a puppet. I have to find some way I can change this. Talking to you helped me calm down. Thank you, really. We'll talk again soon, right?
Ah, you're back.
Hey Joyce, we're giving you a special assignment. Recently, human desires have been running more rampant in this city than we've seen before. People working themselves into a group hysteria over nothing but their own self-interest. Sounds quite dangerous. The few bits we've heard about it are bizarre enough in their own right. Get over here on the double, inmate. Everywhere I go, it's just more and more rumors about you. This shit makes me say, okay, you know what? I don't. I've already dealt with this. Does seem a little. Yeah. Oh, they were talking about why they didn't make it my name public or whatever. I was wondering to myself if it felt as though the commotions ran into suicide calmed down far too quickly. It's like nobody cares about that anymore. Yep. They're too busy fanboying over Shida. God, it's creepy as hell.
They're right. This is totally bizarre. What's going on here?
Hey, hey!
Hey.
Hey!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you bought stuff from Shady Commodities. Darn it. Okay. Since it doesn't take any time for me to do so, welcome, this is Tanaka's Shady Commodities. Mr. Joker, you've opened the door to possibilities that normal people can only dream of. Now, you can find all the rare items you could possibly want. So far, you've spent a total of 85,500 yen. Good news, Mr. Joker. You've spent over 50,000 yen. Your member rank is now dark. Now you can purchase all over our dark tier products. Your order will arrive soon, but we understand your excitement, but we ask for your patience. We hope to see you again soon. Anyways, don't mind me just doing that real quickly because I have whoop, wrong button. I have the money to do so.
Hey,
Let's do it.
As much as I'd like to hang out with Sojiro,
What are you gonna do today?
alright, this time to name the location, Justine. You do the honors. Listen closely. The place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is a nightmarish place for acquiring gifts. Apparently, when the cold wind arrives, humans gather in a number of areas and search high and low for gifts. The specific one we seek is buried beneath another similar area. People flock there for all manners of goods. Such unchecked greed condensed into one location, this place sounds like a maelstrom of human desire. We believe it necessary to ascertain just how much of a threat this place is. Inmate, does this place sound sound at all familiar to you? Well, if you know where it is, then escort us there immediately. It could be the underground mall in
What'll you
Shibuya.
do?
You mean the Shibuya Mall?
Let's go, inmate.
So you've heard of it, then let's get going, inmate. You'd do better keep your greed in check while we're there.
Onward, inmate.
You will not be held responsible if you are consumed by your desires. Now, take us there at once. I actually need to go there myself anyway, so just buy everything. Welcome, we've got plenty of new stock just in time for winter. Up to 15% discounts. With the purchase of 2 or more items, stop by quick while the offer's still good.
Oh my.
It's so energetic. I'm nearly unable to feel the cold here. Crowds come to fulfill their material wants while the vendors seek their profits. This place is a whirlpool of human desire. It's cute, but it's kind of pricey. It'll be fine. I'm treating myself today anyway. This one please. My bonus ought to cover it. It seems that the words sale and bonus carry extra weight in this place. Humans are incapable of resisting such simple temptation. How foolish. That reminds me, it looks like a lot of people who fell prey to their pitiful desires come to places like this. I hear the term used for such people is lovey-dovey or something like that. Is that what's going on here? That's not the exact definition. That's right, lovey-dovey is supposed to mean a harmonious relationship of two people doting on one another. I've also heard that such pairings emanate a special aura that incites the rage of those around them.
Okay.
Let's track down some lovey-dovey people, inmate. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh, that piece came in just yesterday. We also have a men's version in stock. That looks gorgeous on you. Should we get a matching pair, sweetie? Aw, you sure? But it's so expensive. I'd feel so bad. Yep, that's lovey-dovey. It's so obvious I don't even need to ask. Their aura is so irritating. Words can't describe it. On the other hand, I've heard that lovey-dovey individuals are actually secretly envied by many in society. Could you be one of the envious? I'm lovey-dovey already. You're what? So you're just another beast driven by its primal desires. How repulsive. Please keep your distance from us. Well, if we get the silver ones, I can maybe afford a pair of... Huh? 100,000? This one's 100% platinum. It never rusts, so it's a perfect expression of your internal love. Aw, internal love? That's the one. Oh, yeah, but I kinda think the one next to it has a better design. The atmosphere shifted. Yep, a storm's coming. Excuse me? You must be pointing to the wrong row, or are you trying to say that one's the, what I'm worth to you, is that it? No, that's not what I'm saying. It's just, it's a little over budget is all. How awful. I thought our love was internal, but instead it's just some cheap, imitation of the real thing. If it's all bound to fall apart, we might as well end it now. No, I'm sorry, I'll buy it. Excuse me, I'll take this one. But just the one, please, not the pair.
It would seem...
The clash of the lovey-dovey shoppers has been decided. Pretty one-sided clash. Why'd that man end up doing whatever the woman said? What sort of subservience or servience is that? Or is this? Love is enchanting. Enchanting, so that woman is a powerful spellcaster? I see, not only did she keep him spellbound, but she managed to cajole quite a sum of money from him as well. That's a rather impressive skill set. Sure, I guess you can call it that. The rumors about this chaotic battlefield were true after all. To think they can generate so much disorder just by coming together. Humans are such strange beings. However, upon realizing that is the source of their power, it's easy to see how this place has aided the inmates' rehabilitation. Humans truly are fascinating. Anyway, we hereby acknowledge the completion of your assignment. Here's your reward. Heat Riser. That finishes up the last of our special assignments.
See?
I was expecting you to give up partway through. Not too bad at all, inmate. The strength of spirit you've displayed while carrying out your rehabilitation, that deserves our recognition. It's all thanks to you too. So you finally learned to show us respect, huh? You've come a long way. Please continue such strong efforts towards your rehabilitation. Speaking of which, humans seem unusually predisposed to giving each other money and material goods if they're closely related. People buying one another's affection. Doesn't that sound pathetic, inmate? It's an expression of gratitude. Oh, and don't you think there are people you should express some gratitude towards right now? Indeed, I think a certain pair of exceptional wardens deserves a little something for observing their troublesome inmate. That was a joke, inmate. We are not so low as to exploit you for material gain. Say, Justine, shouldn't we buy something for our master while we're here? There appears to be a delivery service we can take advantage of here. Perhaps they can ship packages directly to our world. Let us inspect the area a bit longer. After lugging around their shopping bags, I escorted the twins back to the velvet room. Okay. Well, ooh, I can go up with Haru. Even though it didn't say it, I can see it. So that would be rank 7 with Haru. Nobody should have mental shutdowns anymore, yes? That aside, what brings you to this rooftop, Littlekin? Came to see you.
Thank you.
I thank you. I'm sorry, I was spacing out for a moment there. Would you like to check on the planters with me? I would appreciate the opportunity to speak with you.
Thank you.
That's good to hear, thank you. The truth is... so I brought a mini roaster and a coffee mill the other day. I thought it would be fun making coffee myself. It's certainly not easy, but it's an immensely satisfying process. Sorry about that, I just got a little dizzy for a second there. You look exhausted. I'm finally honest. Or, let me be. Yeah, I'm sorry, I butchered that. Anyways, let's see. Next up is dirt for the planters. I'm sorry, I think I just need to rest a little. To be honest, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Takakura-san has really been pushing for us to start a new business venture soon. In particular, he's adamant about a chain of low-cost, intimate cafes. Some employees don't think it's a good idea though, so they want me to step in and put a stop to it, but I'm just a high schooler. There's no way I could predict the success or failure of this idea. In the end, I'm just not sure what to do. What do you want to do? That's a good question. The idea does sound nice. The smell of a fresh cup of coffee always brings a smile to my face. And it certainly would be nice to be able to give that experience to as many people as possible, but I don't think you could truly gain the same joy from the low-cost chain Takakura-san is suggesting. You should tell him that.
Excuse me?
You really think he'd listen to a high schooler with no prior work experience? I see. I've been so afraid of him this whole time, but all I need to do is show him how I feel. I'll make him see what I'm really thinking and what's truly important to me. You can do it, Haru.
Yes!
I understand. By refusing to trust Takakura-san, I was also shutting myself off from any hopes of having him trust me. But that's going to be different now. I'll do my best, little Kun. I can sense a strong resolve from Haru. Soil improvement decreases the total amount of time it takes to cultivate vegetables.
Alright.
Nice! Which is funny, I haven't been doing that.
Oh!
Oh, and I just thought of the perfect way to do it. A magic item that will help me convey my true feelings to Takakura-san. It's going to take some time to prepare though, so it'll have to be my secret, for now. But I'll tell you next time, okay?
Now, shall we return home?
Now then, shall we return home? Hello, sorry. Are you home yet? I wanted to thank you again. You helped me realize something important. Thank you so much for today. It's thanks to your support that I can keep pushing forward. Just hearing you say that gives me so much strength. You're always such an inspiration, little Kun. The rest is up to me. It's going to be a lot of trial and error, but I'll believe it'll go well, and it'd make me very happy if you could help me through the process. I'll have to make sure everything is ready first, though. Okay, I'll see you again at the rooftop. Alright, and now...
Ah, you're back.
You're back. Yep, crossword puzzle.
Hey, hey!
Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Techie term for infiltration, hacking. While often used to refer to criminal behavior, hacking actually encompasses an entry of protected technology, whether or not the intent was malicious. Hackers out to do good are sometimes referred to as white hats, while hackers engaged in malicious activity are instead called black hats.
Alright.
I see.
Oh, yeah, I could figure that one out. Alright, well, on that note, I'm going to
I'll just add this.
quickly save. And I'm gonna end this one here. since we're getting close to the 1 hour mark, and I hope you guys are still enjoying, and I shall see you later. I pressed the wrong button again.